Your body's stiff, your brain's foggy, and you're already reaching for caffeine just to function. Here's the problem. Sleep quantity doesn't equal sleep quality, and if your energy systems are broken, no amount of rest will fix it. Let's explore why you're always tired, even after a full night's sleep, and what to do about it. Sleep is important, but what happens during sleep is even more important. Real energy is built during deep sleep and REM cycles. That's when testosterone is released, your brain detoxes, and your mitochondria repair. But most men don't get enough deep or REM sleep. Why? Because modern life is wrecking your recovery, even if you log the hours. What silently destroys sleep quality? Blue light exposure before bed, caffeine consumed too late in the day, blood sugar instability, alcohol, EMFs from devices, high stress and poor breathing, overtraining with no recovery. So yes, you may be asleep for 8 hours, but you didn't actually recover. That's called functional fatigue. And it's everywhere. Let's dig deeper into the real reasons you're always tired. First, broken cortisol rhythm. Cortisol should be high in the morning and low at night. But if you're on your phone before bed, consuming stimulants, and dealing with non-stop stress, your rhythm is reversed. You're wired when you should be winding down, and foggy when you need to be alert. First, mitochondrial burnout. Your mitochondria create ATP, your body's energy currency. When they're damaged by stress, inflammation, and toxins, your energy production crashes. No matter how long you sleep, your cells can't make the energy you need. 1. Blood sugar instability at night. Eating the wrong foods too late causes your blood sugar to spike and crash. That crash can trigger a stress response while you're asleep, pulling you out of deep sleep and into a light, restless state. You might not even wake up fully, but your body feels it. 1. Low testosterone and high inflammation. Low T leads to poor recovery. High inflammation disrupts REM cycles and raises nighttime cortisol, and together they hijack the deep healing your body needs to actually feel rested. Let me ask you something. Do you wake up ready to go? Or do you hit snooze, drag yourself to the kitchen, and barely make it through your morning? If that sounds like you, don't worry, we're about to fix it. Let's dive into the 5 hormonal energy fixes that help rebuild energy at its source. 1. Reset your circadian rhythm. Start by waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Then step outside within 30 minutes of waking. Just 10 to 15 minutes of natural light tells your body to start producing dopamine and testosterone, while also setting the timer for melatonin release at night. 1. Eat for hormones, not just calories. Fuel your body properly in the morning. Avoid processed carbs and sugar-heavy breakfasts. Instead, go for 3 to 4 eggs, half an avocado, pumpkin seeds, or walnuts. These support testosterone production and stabilize energy. Also, don't eat 2 hours before bed. It helps blood sugar remain stable and improves REM sleep. 1. Cut caffeine after 2 p.m. Caffeine has a 6-hour half-life. Drink a coffee at 3 p.m. and you'll still have half of it in your system at 9 p.m. Even if you fall asleep, caffeine can block deep sleep stages. Swap it for Neuroactive 6 for calm, focused energy, herbal teas or adaptogen blends. 1. Support testosterone plus lower cortisol. Build recovery into your day with supplements that balance hormones. Try Testosterone for testosterone support, Primegenics to reduce cortisol and support mood, NAD Plus to fuel your mitochondria, Glucose 6 to regulate blood sugar. 1. Fix your sleep hygiene. Keep your bedroom cool, around 18 degrees Celsius. Turn off screens at least 60 minutes before bed. Supplement with magnesium and Primegenics. Use blackout curtains. Add white noise if light or sound wake you up. These small changes stack up, and they're what allow your body to actually repair overnight. In the first half, we explored how poor sleep quality, hormonal imbalances, and lifestyle stressors silently drain your energy, even when you're clocking 7 or 8 hours in bed. Now, in the second half, we'll dive into the solutions that actually rebuild energy from the inside out. Let's start with 5 powerful fixes you can implement right away to restore your baseline and feel like yourself again. 1. Reset your circadian rhythm. If your energy is erratic, your internal clock is probably out of sync. Your circadian rhythm regulates not just sleep, but hormone cycles, body temperature, and alertness. Here's what works. Wake up at the same time every day, including weekends. Your body thrives on rhythm. Expose your eyes to sunlight within 30 minutes of waking, ideally outside without sunglasses. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of natural light. If you're in a darker climate or winter months, consider a high-lux light therapy lamp. This morning light triggers your brain to produce cortisol naturally, the good kind, increases dopamine, and starts your 16-hour countdown to melatonin production for the evening. Think of it as setting your biological clock each morning. 2. Eat for hormonal balance, not just calories. Energy isn't just about how many calories you eat, it's about what those calories are doing inside your body. Most men eat in ways that spike insulin and disrupt hormones. Instead of grabbing sugar-heavy cereal, bagels, or toast, try 4 whole eggs, packed with cholesterol for testosterone production. 1/2 avocado, loaded with monounsaturated fat and potassium, pumpkin seeds, or walnuts, full of magnesium and zinc. And most importantly, cut off all food at least 2 hours before bed. Eating late sends your blood sugar on a roller coaster, disturbing REM cycles and causing nighttime adrenaline spikes. 3. Stop using caffeine as a crutch. This one's hard, but necessary. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 hours. That means if you drink coffee at 3 p.m., half of it is still in your system at 9 p.m. Even if you fall asleep, caffeine suppresses deep sleep and REM, which leaves you groggy the next day. The fix? Cut caffeine off by 2 p.m. Hydrate with water and sea salt in the afternoon to fight fatigue. Use natural nootropics like Neuroactive 6 in the late morning to stay focused without stimulants. Once your cortisol and melatonin rhythms realign, you'll find you don't even need that afternoon espresso anymore. 4. Fix your hormones with the right stack. You can sleep 8 hours a night, but if your hormones are off, it won't matter. Low testosterone and high cortisol are enemies of recovery. Here's a simple, targeted supplement stack that can help you restore balance. Testosterone boosts free testosterone, improves drive, and aids muscular recovery. Prime Genix lowers stress-induced cortisol spikes and supports overall hormonal function. NAD Supplement recharges your mitochondria, which produce cellular energy ATP. Glucose 6 balances blood sugar, reduces spikes, and stabilizes energy throughout the day. Used together, this stack supports your body where it's most vulnerable, so your energy rebuilds faster, deeper, and more consistently. 5. Repair your sleep environment and pre-bed routine. Most people underestimate how important sleep hygiene is. Your brain doesn't switch off like a light. It needs preparation. Here's what optimal looks like. Bedroom temperature, 18 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body sleeps best when it's cool. No screens 1 hour before bed. The blue light blocks melatonin. Use blackout curtains and white noise if light or sound is an issue. Take magnesium and Prime Genix after dinner to relax your nervous system. The difference between 6 hours of shallow sleep and 6 hours of deep restorative sleep is night and day. These small shifts make a big impact. Now here's a contrarian truth. You don't need more sleep, you need better sleep. The obsession with 8 hours can backfire if your systems are still out of alignment. In fact, if your hormones are off, sleeping longer may make you groggier, not better. So stop measuring your sleep by hours alone. Measure it by how you feel when you wake up. Are you alert, hungry, motivated? If not, it's time to reset. Here's how you can stack your day for real energy. Morning routine. Wake up with sunlight, not your phone. Drink a glass of water with sea salt. Take NAD Plus and Glucose 6 before a protein-rich breakfast. Avoid screens for at least 30 minutes. Midday power. Eat a clean lunch, protein plus complex carbs. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes post-meal. Take Neuroactive 6 for mental clarity. Stay hydrated. Evening wind down. Eat dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed. Turn off screens an hour before sleep. Take Magnesium Plus Prime Genix. Cool your bedroom and limit lights. Repeat for 7 days. That's when most men report a serious energy shift. If you've been dragging through your day, surviving on caffeine, and wondering why no amount of sleep fixes your fatigue, you're not broken. Your systems are just out of sync. Real energy doesn't come from hacks. It comes from hormonal balance, cellular repair, and nervous system recovery. That's the biology you were born with. We're just turning it back on. So if you're ready to go from foggy to focus, check the links below for the supplements mentioned. These aren't hype. They're tools I've personally tested, and they work. And if this video helped, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment. What's your biggest struggle with energy right now? Don't forget to subscribe for more real answers for real men. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're just under-recovered. Let's change that, starting tonight.